Yes, sir!
We're here. Toby.
This week in startups. We're a bit late this week.
We are quite late. It's a Friday. But I feel good on this Friday. I feel relaxed.
Yeah, you should
look
be.
relaxed. I like, when I'm relaxed because these chairs,
They flip.
this is what you come to Creative Cubes for.
This is now called Lowrider Friday. You know, we might actually be out of the
Frame.
Oh, good. What do you got for us?
This week in startups, some really cool stuff going on. We got Uber.
Yep.
Amazing company, as you know, and what they're really aiming for, I think, with this, they've launched a new offering in the US. We'll start with that. Their overall vision is to reduce cars on the road, the amount of cars on the road.
Yep.
And in Australia, they're doing a good job at that.
Yep.
But they've got some key offerings in the US that we don't have here. One of them is Uber Pool.
Yep.
Did you ever use Uber Pool in your
I didn't, because I was a bit of a snob when I used Uber. I like the big black car and like rock up like a rock star. No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I know what it is.
You know what
And
it is.
Actually, Jared, who was featured on one of my vlogs this week, he talked about staycations or workations.
I don't know what that is.
Travis Kalanick used to go on like workations. So he would hire like a hotel or an AirBNB, and they'd basically just go there and just code all day and cram. And Uber Pool was a result of
Really?
one of those
Cool.
locations. Yes.
Cool. So Uber Pool's really cool. All it is a driver will notice people in a similar area coming together, and they'll go pick them up on the way and drop them off in a similar area. I guess the biggest thing that they've noticed in the US is that drivers are actually not getting their money's worth from Uber Pool.
Yep.
Because of timing issues, it actually ends up taking them longer. They're not actually saving money on the route, and each individual person is paying less than the sum of like an UberX trip.
Yep.
So they're thinking about ways that they can start advantaging the driver by also offering the same kind of thing. And I guess the thing that they've thought about is a product called Uber Express.
Yep.
Where they will, instead of the driver going to pick people up, it'll do a calculation, take a couple of minutes longer, but do a calculation and see where people can walk to in common.
Yep.
So the driver can pick them up from one place,
Right.
take them to a common area,
Yep.
and drop them in the same spot.
Yep.
So essentially allowing people to pool, but also advantaging the driver at the same time.
Telling them where to jump in though. at the
We're
same
telling them where to jump
Yep.
in. They estimate it's going to cost save people 75% on their UberX prices. So it's cheaper than Uber Pool because you have to walk to a common area, but it also allows the driver to earn a little bit more money.
Interesting. I'd love to see that data. I'd love to see how, you hit the button, I hit the button, we're at the opposite ends of the street, but we're both told to get there. You see, XYZ number plates show up, we both get in. I was like,
And I think for that saving, you give up time. You're saving money, but you will give up a few minutes in order for it to calculate that. So you standing outside your house at the exact same time as me is unlikely, but 5 minutes apart is probably a little bit more common.
yeah, I'm not a consumer of that. I want to get in and go. I'm not a guy that enjoys the journey.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that's trying to get to the destination.
You got to slow down, Toby, man.
Sometimes. Well, it's Friday, so I'm slow right now.
So Uber Express, I think it's cool. Uber's doing great things. We all know that.
Yeah.
They've also,
Just by the way, they have allowed me, we're talking about speed, I no longer order my food. I hit one click and it's reorder. So I basically order something on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's the same thing that I consistently eat.
on each day it's different?
No.
Same thing every day?
Same thing, but it's not. It is and it's not. But I've become so conditioned by Uber Eats that I no longer scour the menus. I go to my historically ordered food and I just hit reorder, and my food arrives in 20 minutes. One button.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. But you're predictable.
I think I might be a really I'm probably they talk about customers on the bell curve. I'm right there,
straight in the middle 60%. So next point of news, we've got AirBNB at the MWC Mobile World Conference this week in Barcelona, or last week. They've come out with a new offering for their platform. It's called AirBNB Plus.
Yep.
And I think this is really timely. On the weekend, I went with my family to Mornington.
Yep.
And we arrived at this amazing Airbnb. There was nothing there. There was no soap, no dishwashing liquid, no sheets on the beds. And luckily, I hadn't actually arrived yet. So my family called me and said, "Hey, Josh, after you finish work, can you bring all this stuff? Because we didn't think of it, and there's absolutely nothing in this house." And we didn't know that, and you couldn't know that like upon reading the description.
Yep.
So what Uber's done with this Airbnb Plus, they're allowing people to assess each stay on a more granular level.
Yep.
And differentiate themselves. So people might be in the same building,
Yep.
and they might be the exact same apartment,
Yep.
but what differentiates one from the others, they might include food or amenities and these type of things to help people have a better experience for those who are willing to pay for it.
So Anna Jordan, who was on the vlog, actually I'll link her vlog into it. She actually designed a package called the Essentials.
Yeah.
That she's scaled to 2,000-3,000 Airbnbs.
It's amazing.
And so now, when you go to a Airbnb that Anna is servicing, you've got your soaps, you've got your shower caps, you've got everything from an essential pack. And she found the problem, created a solution, and now distributes the essentials via Airbnb hosts.
And it's amazing because I think where Airbnb lacks hotels make up, and there's no doubt that hotels make living or like traveling easier just by providing you the things that you don't want to have to carry around.
Yep.
And being able to rely on that when you go somewhere makes it more seamless. It makes hotels and their offering kind of obsolete. I think Airbnb is way better on a day-to-day, on like a comparison basis than a hotel room.
Yep.
But the lack of amenities is what kind of gets me.
So, guys, what about 5G? We need to speak about 5G. Just interrupting. I think 5G. We should talk about 5G.
Zanya.
5G.
Zanya.
I've been listening to you guys.
Hey, take a seat. Welcome to This Week in Startups.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
With Zanya Kurd, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us about 5G.
I think 5G is gonna help a lot of places that they couldn't get NBN.
Yeah. So regional areas.
Absolutely, because it's not easy just putting wires and stuff together, and they've been trying to do that for such a long time.
I can't wait till they get rid of all these flagpoles, like as in telegraph poles.
Yeah. And I saw a little bit.
In some places.
Yeah.
Just who's on that technology anymore?
I mean, a lot of people have really bad connection. We just don't feel it here. We have really great internet connection.
Especially in creative cubes, right?
Absolutely, I love it. I actually, every morning I come and I do a speed test. I do a speed test. I always do it. I'm like, it's going to be a good day today.
Yes.
And I just show off to my friends.
I saw that. You tag us in the stories as well.
All the time. And like I've got clients in Sydney and other parts of the thing, and they maximum get like 6 megabits per second.
6 megabits?
Yeah, 6 megabits per second. And they're very far away from,
from the exchange?
No, from like, CBD.
Sure.
So 5G is going to actually help a lot of people, speed up their business.
I think what are we, 500 each right here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's really amazing.
Yeah.
Super amazing. And so 5G, they estimate is going to be 20 times faster than NBN is now.
Right.
Almost
Double 4G?
Double 4G,
Yeah. So I think...
So then why don't they call it 8?
It's not 8G, it's the next generation. It's
the evolution. And so I think what's
I can help you with the branding.
Toby's doing the maths.
It's double 4G, but they call it 5.
Yeah. Should be 8G.
4 square.
Telstra, you should rename it to 8G.
And so I think what's really cool with this technology is not only is it like faster, but it's really low latency, which means that the delay between you getting the internet drops down to 0.5 milliseconds, which is kind of what's required for autonomous vehicles. So autonomous vehicles can't work off 4G because the delay is too long. So low latency networks like 5G help bring autonomous driving to Australia potentially. Which I think is really cool.
So we
can't wait for that.
We shouldn't get our Tesla until we get 5G.
Well, if you're waiting, are you waiting for the 3?
Yes, I am.
So you're going to be waiting till 2019, Telstra's releasing 5G. Maybe it's then.
Maybe they did it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Our boy Elon.
I'm late to work. I've got no connection. I can't drive.
How's that? You said, I'm not feeling so well today.
Yeah.
I can't make it to work. Oh, no worries. Now you're gonna have Tesla sick days.
Yeah. My Tesla's not connected.
I'm stuck. Well, then you can just Uber.
That's right.
We still got other tech working for us. And so, yeah, well, the thing about 5G is that mobiles actually aren't going to be ready for it until 2020. So we're not actually going to be utilizing the technology, even though it's going to be implemented in 2019.
Oh, what about iPhone 10? It's not 5G compatible?
It's not 5G compatible.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. Is it 5G compatible? Toby, you got this?
No, I don't think so. But that's the reason. It probably is. Well, they probably pulled the pin out. It's not connected, so it forces you to go to 11.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to buy a new phone.
Yeah.
Of course, Apple. It's a lot of money. Sure, why not?
Awesome. So I guess next I want to move on to some local news.
Yep.
CanYA, they appear to be a marketplace for services, launched in Australia fairly recently, and they've recently launched an ICO to kind of decentralize services and offer them to the world, which is really cool.
So we're back on Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Digital currency.
Digital currency, cryptocurrency.
Are you there? Have you got some stuff?
Ziv always talks about it, and I've got no choice, but I'm getting interested in it.
Really? I'm not there.
I am getting into like.
Well, you sit with Ziv and PK from Blue Chili. He's very knowledgeable on this space.
Absolutely, blockchain especially.
I'm not there.
You're
I'm just not there.
Slowly.
So what CanYA have done recently, they've paired with JD.com, who I'll explain who JD.com are in a second. JD.com have paired with CanYA to launch a blockchain accelerator in Australia.
Yep.
Which I think is pretty cool because there's a lot of really cool companies working from Australia trying to develop the technology.
Sure.
And I think if we can support those companies who are using the technology, it's not necessarily for cryptocurrency, but it's using it around, for example, we have a great one, Blockgrade in Australia, who they're using the blockchain technology to track grain along the supply chain, and they estimate that 30% of money in the supply chain is lost due to inefficiencies. So they can just increase revenue across the board just by tracking it properly.
Sure. I also think because the entry to blockchain and crypto, anyone can just start their own currency. What we're gonna face probably is that we need regulations. In these currencies and everything like that, because they could be advertising anything, and crypto is it's run by hackers, right? So
Yeah.
well, it was made by hackers.
Yeah. So I'm not there yet.
You're not there?
I tell you why I'm not there. There's too many people in there that have jumped in and gone, yeah, crypto, and like, we're making so much money, I'm a billionaire, and then it tanked and everyone's gone quiet.
Yeah, and I think, I don't think crypto or like the blockchain technology is bad. I actually think it's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is, and it has so many applications. One of the applications might be for giving people identities who don't have national identities, who can't get passports, set up bank accounts, allowing those people to do those things using blockchain technology, which will enable them to create wealth, which is all amazing stuff.
Hey man, if people are winning, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I want everyone to win. I want everyone to be successful.
But I'm not sure that crypto is the way to invest in the best way to invest in the technology right now.
I think if you've got some money that you're prepared to like sit, let it sit.
Yeah.
Don't be trading.
That's it. So going back to CanYA, they've launched with JD.com, and JD.com, no one really knows about them. I've kind of reading in the past couple of weeks the first things about them.
Yeah.
JD.com are on par competitors with Amazon and Alibaba.
Oh.
Huge.
I thought they were a hardware company, but maybe that's a different.
So not a
JD.com.
Yeah, so what they do is they enter the...
It's not jobdescription.com.
It's not jobdescription.com. They work in the retail space, mostly in China.
Sure.
Last year they had $50 billion in revenue, which is huge.
For China it's okay.
For China it's okay. For the world...
They're actually failing.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
They're a small business.
Yeah.
And they have 266 million customers.
266? Wow.
So they're like huge, and I think for CanYA as a local startup, have access to their networks and business development. That's awesome.
I'm just trying to figure out 50 billion divided by 260 million is how much spent per customer. It's like trying to work out, that's $50 a customer. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
But I don't really know if that's the number, but
I think what is really cool about JD.com is that their CEO has recently come here and he's been talking about the use of autonomous vehicles in order to make JD.com grow. And his firm belief is that in the interaction of purchasing something, in order for companies like Amazon, like Alibaba, and like JD.com to scale, they need to remove humans because humans aren't efficient enough at doing the job, and there's not enough of them that is cost effective, and they get tired. You have to give them breaks. So they see that automation in logistics, and the first person to automate logistics using drones, using autonomous driving vehicles are going to be the real winners.
So Amazon's been working on this for a while. Amazon actually bought a company called Kiva.
Yep.
Kiva are the robots that basically pick and pack all the products for Amazon.com.
Cool.
And they work in massive warehouses, and the warehouses are pitch black. There's no lights on, there's no nothing. Wow. And there's just basically highways, digital highways, where these robots go pick, pack, and send it to like a room, probably the size of our 2 or 4 person office.
Wow.
Where someone's sitting in an air-conditioned room and sort of just making sure that the process isn't going hitched.
Awesome.
And then they're working now on drone deliveries, which I think is very, I don't know. It just seems like
overkill.
No, I just think that if you have a bad day, like a friend of mine. Took a drone up. He's actually he's on Will Smith's vlogs. His name's Aaron Ferguson.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Aaron. So he's a friend of mine. Yes. He's lost so many bloody drones. Imagine your stuff coming in. Yeah. Or my delivery from Amazon. Oh no! I've got to reorder that. Drones disappeared.
But I hope they don't use those kind of drones. They have stuff like some special drones.
Yeah, but so I just think that we're way off that right now. But
the first person to get there, or the first company to get there and sell that technology to the world, they're going to be the winner in the race of the major retailers, the major online retailers. Anyway,
that's it.
CanYA's cool.
So I want to give a quick shout out to Jamie Simonioff out of Santa Monica, California.
Jamie,
he developed a robot for doorbell called Ring. Originally, back in the day, I think it was a different type of name. Had a different, I think it was Doorbot. And then he bought the domain name and the brand Ring.com. And Jeff Bezos and crew just bought his Ring business. For in excess of $1 billion.
Not bad.
We have many mutual friends. In fact, a former teammate of mine, Jason Scher, worked at Ring after he worked with me and Schaefer at Zanya, and he was part of that acquisition.
Awesome.
So just a shout out to you, man. We met a couple of times. Congratulations on your success. All the best with the new go forward with Amazon. Not that I think you're going to be there for too long. You'll probably be on to the next thing, if not already. But
maybe a 6-month holiday first.
Good. 6 months. This guy is the epitome of entrepreneur.
Just going.
So mate, congratulations. I wish you and your family all the best with this new success.
Nice, and that's
This Week in Startups.
Thank you, Zanya.
Thank you, Zanya.
Shout out to Zeus Digital. If you need something developed, this guy.
I'll link it in the descriptions. But for now, we out.